Hello, and welcome to this year's Fleas Super Scramble. I've been working with Rick on this year's tournament, and we think you're going to have a great time. Some of my advisors have asked me why I wanted to get involved in the Scramble. Well, the way I see it, the Super Scramble is a very complicated event, and Flea makes it look effortless. The Scramble runs like a Swiss watch. If I can learn some of Flea's tricks, running the country will be easy. Now, as you all know, one of the big problems facing the country is outsourcing of jobs to places like China and India. The same problem has hit Flea's Scramble. We are suffering from a severe lack of A players. I mean, really, we've got Mud entered as an A player. Please? Mud hasn't been an A player since my dad was governor of Michigan. Look folks, if we can't attract some legitimate A players, we might have to outsource those jobs too. It's a real problem, and it's just getting worse. That's just for starters. As some of you know, according to the Mayan calendar, the world is supposed to end in October 2012. According to the legend, the beginning of the end will start with cataclysmic weather, earthquakes, and an increase in volcanic activity. While this might not happen, we are being careful anyway. In order to track volcanic activity, we've hired a team of scientists to monitor Randy Ney. We'll keep you informed of any eruptions. Now for a word from our corporate sponsor.
Baterías, baterías y más baterías. Tenemos baterías para carros y camionetas, empezando a solo $42.95 con intercambio de baterías. Proveemos chequeo de sistema gratis e instalación de baterías. Con 35 años en el mercado, somos un negocio local sirviendo a nuestra comunidad. También compramos baterías usadas a muy buen precio. Estamos en el 1616 Wyoming en Kansas City, Missouri, junto al Kemper Arena. Búscanos en internet, standardbattery.com.
What the hell was that? Why were those people waving so fast? My God, what a mess. Although I do have a sudden urge to go out and buy a battery. Or maybe a taco. As you know, I have been blamed for Romney Care in Massachusetts, and people worry that I might actually support Obamacare. This is true, and I've put something similar together for the Scramble. This year, we've instituted something called Fleener Care. Under Fleener Care, if you're injured on the golf course, our medical team of doctors Ed Robertson and John Oxler will make sure you're dragged out of the way so you don't hold up play. Speaking of Flea, we all know that he makes a fortune running the tournament. Apparently he's duped for new suckers. I mean scramblers into coming out. We'd like to officially welcome Cliff Young, Tim Smith, and Ryan Adams to this year's tournament. Poor fellas have no idea what they've gotten themselves into. Good luck. You'll need it. There's also a new guy who calls himself Spanky. Yes, Spanky. Great, let's just let anybody play. Maybe Alfalfa and Buckwheat can play too. This tournament used to have standards, but apparently we've abandoned it completely. Normally, I'd take this opportunity to fill you in on tomorrow's activities, but you've all done this before. Get to the course early and ready to play. If you don't like your tee time or your team, too bad. If Flea had $1 for every time one of you complained about something, we'd be playing the Scramble at Augusta. I know some of you think you've got good ideas, but this isn't a democracy. Nope, we were keeping things the same as ever. Tomorrow you will be issued a golf ball and a flashlight. We're the only tournament in America that provides these lavish gifts. You'll enter into the derby pool and wonder why this screwy tradition continues. After golf, you'll go to Garosso's in Overland Park, not downtown, and get chicken and tiramisu. Then you'll go back to your real life, eagerly awaiting next year's tournament. Thanks for coming out again to the Fleas Super Scramble. I hope you all enjoy yourselves. Good luck. Now, let's pick some teams.